I'm Carla Reeves, and this is Differently. Whether you feel stuck in survival, navigating a change, or seeking more for your life, may this podcast be your weekly nudge to take a risk to build a life that is uniquely bold, authentic, and in alignment with your deepest values. What if you worried less about the bumps in the road and instead got equipped for the journey? Get ready to rethink what's possible. Summer is here, and in the spirit of summer here on the podcast, we are doing something a little different. Summers past stir such great memories. I grew up in a little sleepy beach town, and most summer days I got my work in early so I could hop on my bike and get to the beach and stay until the sun went down. Or packing bags to summer camp, long days full of memories. This summer series, we're calling it Mindset Camp, will be made up of mostly simple, short, thought-provoking episodes to give you something short and sweet. Whether you're on summer vacation, in between meetings, or driving to the office, you can fit it in and apply it right to your life to shift your perspective, experience, and maybe even your results. We will talk mindset, productivity, relationships, and more. Do you have great ideas and then noodle on them for way too long and start to doubt them, dismiss them, abandon them altogether? Or do you get excited and share that idea only to see it fall flat with the person you shared it with, causing you to have second thoughts? Welcome to my world. I have struggled with confidence since second grade. They actually used to mark it on my report card. Checkbox next to lacks confidence, more than once, if I recall. This is something I have to practice on the daily. Seriously, at this point, I'm thinking it might be a lifetime thing for me. That's okay. I'm committed to keep showing up and doing the things that are on my heart, even if I'm shaking in my boots. Today's episode is a little story and an invitation to you to turn up the volume on that voice in the back of the room, or in this case, the back of your mind, that relentlessly tries to get your attention, and see what he or she has to say. Let's shift what we are listening to and what we are allowing to dictate our level of confidence. For many years, I discounted, discarded, questioned, or flat out ignored that wise voice within. Perhaps it was because I didn't know it was wise, or that it had my best interest at heart, or maybe I didn't trust it to take good care of me. Have you ever ignored that voice inside? Over the years, I began to pay closer attention. I noticed that in each situation where I felt those internal nudges from that voice, there were early promptings that showed these nudges had been right all along. I began to wonder, why had I ignored it for so long? And what would happen if I listened and acted sooner? In life, we're often given a map to follow. It's usually made up of what the world or others close to us think we ought to do with our life and how our life should look. We go through life trusting this map to lead us, trying to be different or better to fit in with others' ideas. But this map isn't necessarily leading us in the right direction. And if you're hearing that faint voice from within telling you something different, it might be time to listen. What I've discovered myself and repeatedly witnessed with clients is that life gets richer when you find and discover your compass, which I think is that internal guidance system designed to guide your life. Honing and tuning into this compass opened up so much for me, I can hardly put it into words. It takes so much pressure off of making the right decision. When I'm tuning in and following that compass, I know it's leading me to greater growth and greater good. 2 years ago, I made a promise to listen to that voice and to listen sooner and act faster. Listen sooner and act faster. I invite you to give it a whirl, and then click that new send fan mail button at the top of the show description and let me know how it goes. Also, a quick something, the Differently coaching experience. I have a couple of spots open right now. This work in my own life and with clients over the last 2 decades has been a game changer. While my mind still wants to derail me, it doesn't stop me. And I've equipped hundreds of people with the mindsets and tools to do just this. Are you ready to move the barriers out of the way that are derailing you time and again? Let's talk. Hit that new fan mail button and let's get connected. Until next time, remember, listen sooner, act faster. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Differently. It's been an honor to share this conversation with you. You know, one of the keys to living fully is to take action when you're inspired to do so. I hope you found that spark of inspiration today. And would you help us spread the word? Did someone you know come to mind while you were listening? If this episode could impact someone you know, please share it and pass it along. New episodes drop weekly, so tap that subscribe button and join us next time as we continue to challenge the status quo and get equipped to live life differently.